Welcome to the garden again. I don't know if I've taken people through kind of the bird area. I mean, I got a Komodo dragon there. If you've been to the Tampa airport, you've probably seen the flamingo theme going on, and this is a little area here. In fact, every area of the garden here, it has meanings, like what I was thinking when we put things in place, like Psalm 42 is a deer panteth. I got a deer over there, and that's the route to the prayer garden. But this area, I've never really told anybody what it really means and how it come together. But it's two things. One is the picture spoke to me about a year ago, and two things out of this artwork. One is I thought about when the disciples are in the boat with Jesus and the raging storm comes up and they're trying to wake him up, and they're like, "How can you sleep?" And he says, "You of little faith," and then he calms the sea. But the other part is when, after they've fed the people, he tells them to go across the sea. He'll meet them there, and then the sea is angry at the time, and I mean, it's like you see in this picture, and then all of a sudden Jesus shows up at the boat and they are immediately taken to the other side. That was what's the idea behind the picture. But see the dogs? Some people think I just like the dogs here, but this table, who was donated by Lisa Cox, by the way, it reminded me of Lazarus and the rich man in Luke 16. And this story is interesting. Now, when you read it, you'll see that rich man talks about his clothed in the royal colors, which is purple. And he was living a life that most people think would be the successful life they want. And the beggar, which was Lazarus, it's interesting that the Bible tells us his name, but it doesn't even mention the name of the rich man. And the rich man would eat and drop some crumbs over, and it said these dogs would lick the sores on Lazarus, and they would eat the crumbs too. You know how dogs like the leftovers, what can spill over the table. But it immediately takes us to life after death, and you see the separation, the great gulf fixed between Lazarus, where he was, and where the rich man was. And the rich man still, even in this separation, is not repentant. He's not saying he's sorry. All he's saying is he's asking if Lazarus can come bring some water to touch it on his tongue, because he thirsts in the flame there. He's not apologetic. He's not remorseful about anything. And he still talks to Lazarus as if he is some subservient or something, like he's beneath him. But the Bible says those who be last will be first, and those that are first will be last. Interesting. Go back and read that story, and you're in for a real treat when you get the depth of the messaging.